Hey guys, once again welcome to the lecture series on ethical hacking. So we are dealing with the concepts in the third unit. So in the previous videos of third unit, you can see we are mainly talking about the Trojans, how we are going, these Trojans will be affecting our terminals. Okay, what are the different type of tools that has been available? Okay, how the ethical hacker has to behave to make some sort of different type of countermeasures to avoid these Trojans not to enter into our network or else into our system. And also we have gone through about the different type of covert operations that can be carried out pretending as if they are legitimate. And next in this video, we'll be mainly talking about the keystroke logging. What about this particular keystroke logging? Before going for the concepts, let me go with a brief discussion about the keystroke logging techniques. Generally, what we'll be doing whenever I want to give some sort of entry into a system, or else once I want to log into my ID, I will be giving some sort of credentials like username and more of the password. So I will be pressing some sort of keys. Not only the keyboard, suppose if I am using any sort of touch screen, or else in the case of mobile also. So I will be using some sort of locations to open the pattern, or else to unlock my phone. I'll be going with some sort of patterns, or else I can go with some sort of keys to be pressed, any sort of thing. Everywhere I will be pressing different type of keys to enter into your IDs. So here the attacker will affect our terminal, or else affect our system or account in such a manner that they will be using different type of spyware techniques, or else some sort of tools that will be available to note down the keys that has been stroked by the user while entering the credentials and everything. So let me deep down into the things, what exactly the keystone logging is of. Here you can see what they are exactly is of. So these loggers are also spyware, what they will be doing, they will be mainly monitors the user input that has been given during the communication. So it may be the credentials, it may be any sort of, suppose if I am making some sort of online payment, there I will be giving some sort of credit card, debit card details, or else some sort of OTPs and all these things. So these information will be collected without information for the legitimate user. Unknowingly, the user will not be knowing there is some sort of keystroke logging mechanism has been available in our system. The attacker has attacked my terminal and is gone collecting the keys what has been pressed by me. It will not be known for me. So here they will be collecting the total sensitive information from the user system. The sensitive information may be any sort of information that is of highly sensitive data. So it will be mainly a understanding is nothing but to have the threats to be detected in such a manner that it will be automatically helping the organization avoid these things, so that the attacker will not be knowing the sensitive information concerned to any sort of organization, or else any sort of corporate company or any sort of things. So we have to use different type of protective measures. That implies the keystroke logging mechanism. It may be in a hardware device, may be there. It may be in software application. Any sort of things. Suppose in the case of software application, the application that has been run in the backend will not be known for me. Just I will be booting my system and I will be opening my applications, or else softwares what I am in need of, and I will be doing the required operations. But in the backend, the application that has been already installed by the spyware, or else by the attacker, will be collecting the total information what has been sent from me, what has been typed by me here even, or else we will be having some sort of hardware applications also. So in between the keyboard and moreover the CPU, or else monitor any sort of things, there I will be simply keeping one particular device, and hardware device will be extra equipped there, so that what the information that has been typed by me will be simply collected into that keystroke logger. So this particular keystroke logger will maintain the total information, as it is a log which maintains the information. Okay, so here the keystroke logging is a process of recognizing or recording every key that has been given as an input from the keyboard or any sort of what I have to say input device without knowing for the user. The user will be thinking that the entire information will not be seen by any person, but here the keystroke logging mechanism, it will be collecting the total information. So it will be installed as a software, So, or else even the, as I said, maybe hardware device also, it will be capturing the total login credentials information, messages that has been typed by me, even some sort of financial transactions, amounts, OTPs, or else account details, account passwords, everything will be hacked by the attacker. So they will be mainly attacking the username and more passwords. Even the credit card information will be revealed. Even the chat messages or also emails also, email content will be read by the unauthorized persons or else by the attacker. Or else they may have the chance to access for the confidential documents also. So what I have to do is nothing but we have to take the precautionary measures to regularly check is there any extra device that has been equipped with my system, or else check the required applications. Is there any other spywares, or else is there any keystroke like logging mechanisms, or else software that has been already installed. Okay, we have to regularly check about these particular things. So and next, always, and the previous lecture also has said about always try to avoid using the public Wi-Fi's. There is a chance we may be having a thought that okay, generally Geo or else any other public Wi-Fi's will be there in our college. Also, we do have the Geo Wi-Fi. Okay, now so we'll be giving our contact number, and there will be an OTP will be generated, and thereby I will be logging into the internet, and thereby I can access around 1 GB of data. But in the back end, what the things that has been happening exactly from the public IPs will not be known. There is a chance the attacker may enter into our system or else into our device what we are using via the internet, and he may access the total information. So we have to always enable the network with a different type of segmentations, and in such a manner that we have to limit the required access also as a tree-based architecture, as we have seen in the image also. Here you can see the total network will be split into multiple parts. Okay, so no two childs will not be directly communicating with each other until they are communicating via the admin or else via the parents, so that we can avoid the attackers not to attack my own database or my own system. Okay, this is one of the mechanism that will be simply followed. Next, in continuation to the keystroke login or spyware. Okay, as I said, the spyware is a malicious software. Software is nothing but a lines of code will be there. Okay, so these spyware, what it will be doing once it has been entered into a system, it has been triggered. Once it has been installed, it has been developed in such a manner that to monitor or also collect the user activities, what the user is regularly doing, what are the different type of websites that has been accessed by the person. Okay, what is the credentials that has been given. Okay, where he has been clicking, what are the different type of hyperlinks that has been opened. Okay, what the thing that has been done by the user at that instant of time will be automatically recorded, and it will be simply forwarded to the attacker. So once the attacker has got that particular sensitive information or also day-to-day activities, what I am doing, as I lost the total privacy of my own operations, so it also can be called as a data breach, also data theft. So what they will be doing, they will be mainly tracking the total browser history. Okay, what are the different type, as I said right now, what are the different type of websites that has been opened by me, how much time has been spent, what are the credentials that has been simply entered by me to enter into that particular websites. Everything will be collected. Not only that thing, it will be capturing the screenshots also. Without my user's knowledge, without a normal person like me, a layman person like me, unknowingly I will be doing my regular operations. But in the back end, they had been collecting some sort of screenshots also. We have seen in different type of movies also. There also they will be collecting these particular screenshots. And next, going to the recording system activities. So the total activities that has been done in the back end, in the foreground, everything will be keep on recorded. Generally, we will be using different type of screen recording softwares. Okay, so what the operation that has been carried out, okay, entirely will be recorded. Here also, I will keep recording the total activities that has been done by the user. Okay, what are the different type of application that has been run? Okay, what are the different type of user actions that has been carried out? It will be monitoring overall the total behavior of the user, and we can have a knowledge. Okay, this is a tendency of user. Okay, suppose for example, if he is regularly, suppose I'm a person, okay, he's working in some sort of corporate company. Okay, suppose he is very much interested to access the, what I have to say, some sort of stock brokerages or else a stock market and everything. Okay, generally most of the applications will not be allowing to open other tabs or other things. Okay, in some sort of cases, okay, in least bothered applications in a normal product based company, okay, they we can check the what is our user actions, okay, what are the other tabs he's regularly opening, what he is browsing for, what is accessing, everything will be monitored. Okay, even, I mean, let me give a small example. During the pandemic situation, or else even some sort of university, they are conducting the online examinations. Okay, that is nothing but the proctor based online examinations. So the proctor will be there. Okay, during your interviews also you have seen some sort of situations where proctor will be there. He will be monitoring the total actions that has been carried out by me. Not only contact with me, I mean asking the questions, he'll be monitoring the system also. What are is any other browsers that has been operated by the user or not? Everything will be captured. This is one of the, so this is an application which can be used for a genuine case, or else most of the attackers they will be using for the fraudulent actions. So they're also collecting the personal information and more of the financial information like a credit card details, account details. Okay, they may check, they may take some sort of screenshots whenever I am opening any sort of bank account, so they can know the total information about the what is the amount that has been there in my account. Okay, is there any loan accounts, any sort of information, who is a nominee. So any information can be collected by the attackers. So in condition to that, okay, the Keystroke login, moreover, spyware, as I said, they will be continuously monitoring, and these particular threats will be used in order to securely, without knowledge from the user, they will be collecting the total sensitive information. Okay, there will be chance of having a serious damage or else harm by whenever these personal information or else privacy information has been leaked out. Suppose if I am working in an organization, okay, organization will be having their own sensitive data. Okay, we should be very much cautious about the things. So generally, I mean, apart from the hardware, okay, somehow the hardware admins or else hardware, persons, they can regularly monitor what is the system and how it is behaving. Is there any other external gadgets has been connected or not? Everything can be monitored. Suppose in the case of spywares or else any sort of software applications which has been running in the backend without my knowledge, okay, we should be very much cautious. Okay, it will be mainly affecting the identification. My own identification will be revealed out. My doesn't have any sort of privacy. Okay, financial fraud may be there. Okay, we'll be losing our own privacy as my data has been leaked out. Anyone can, the attacker can see the total communication, and then moreover the total actions or total behavior of mine, what I am doing, where I am doing, and everything can be monitored. Okay, there will be a chance having the data breaches also. Okay, data may be accessed by unauthorized persons. Okay, it may lead to the performance degradation of my own terminal or else a system. So how these things will be entering into the system is nothing but mainly because of these phishing mails. Okay, I'll be getting some sort of mail saying that it may be a legitimate. Let me go with a small example also. Some around 2 to 3 years back, with the principal mail ID, we got some sort of mail for every individual person saying that, okay, I'm in some sort of a financial situation. Can you transfer some so-and-so amount to some so-and-so account? Okay, unfortunately, some of our faculty are also thought it is of genuine. But when we are checking about the domain mails and exact mail IDs, we can easily trace. The attacker, what he has been done, generally we do have the mail ID of at principal at vnrvjit.ac.in or else .in. Okay, he has changed the small things. Okay, principal 1 at vnrvjit.ac.in. Okay, automatically, layman like me will not be concentrating what exactly the domain mail from where I have been got. So I will be in some sort of situation. Okay, some sort of situation has been there. We have to immediately respond. Okay, these things will be mainly taken care, will be mainly attracted by the attackers, and they will be using these things. Okay, there is a chance of having due to the malicious download. Suppose if I'm using different unauthorized or else unprotected websites to download any sort of pirated versions of the movies or else pirated versions of the softwares, there is a chance of having these type of attacks. Okay, so maybe because of attacking from the websites also. If I'm using different type of unauthorized websites, from there also there is a chance of having these spywares to enter into our system. Okay, so whenever we are installing some sort of software applications from pirated websites and other things. So you can see the required impact and how we are going to protect and what are the different type of prevention and prevention techniques or also tips. Always we have to go with the recent updated softwares or else antivirus softwares to regularly check what are the different type of malwares or else spywares that has been there. Okay, we always go with the multi-factor authentication. Even my credentials has been leaked out somehow without my knowledge. If I'm having that multi-factor authentication, let me go with a small example. Suppose somehow if I lost my Gmail username and more password somehow. Okay, suppose if any intruder or else attacker is using the same credentials in his own system to access the entire data, once I am entering, okay, it will be asking for the multi-factor authentication. Okay, I mean we'll be getting an alert to our mobile. Okay, whether you are the genuine person or not, whether to accept the things or not. It will be giving some sort of numbers also. The number that has been displayed on the monitor has to be entered at the and the mobile also. Then only we'll be having the required login to us in our account. So these type of things will be allowing the user to have a higher protection levels. Okay, always avoid the suspicious links whenever you are getting any sort of unauthorized links, any sort of data with mails with unauthorized links and any sort of things. Never ever click on those things. Okay, always update your software or else the operating system also, which will be using different type of mechanisms to not to enter these type of things into our system. Okay, regular monitoring has to be done. So everything is nothing but they should have the user education is very much important here. Once we know, okay, these are the some sort of situations and only we can avoid, we can take the required necessary measures. So this is about the total keystroke logging and moreover the different type of mechanisms that will be used by the intruders or else attackers and how the spyware will be affecting our terminal and what are the different type of precaution measures I have to carry out so that we can avoid these type of things. Thank you.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe VNR Digital Learning Resource YouTube channel.